Today we're looking at page 4 of the Chapter 3 practice test. Numbers 19 and 20, the directions say find the slope of each line. So for number 19, it's the negative 5/3 that's in front of the x in the m position, and for 20, it's 3/5 in the m position in front of the x. For numbers 21 and 22, the directions say find the value of x or y so that the line through the points has the given slope. So if the slope is negative 6/7, it's going to be equal to the slope formula. So the slope formula is 3 minus y over 0 minus 7. And then you're just going to do the cross product and solve. 0 minus 7 is negative 7. So you're going to have 7 times 3 minus y equal to negative 6 times negative 7. Distribute over here, so you have 21 minus 7y. Over here you have 42. Subtract 21 from both sides. So negative 7y equals 21. And then divide by negative 7. So y is equal to negative 3. Same thing for number 22, but this time you're solving for x. So the slope is 7/8. That means it's going to be equal to the y minus the y, so the 3 minus the negative 4, and the 2 minus the x. This changes to plus, so this is 7. And you just do the cross product. So I'm going to have 7 times 2 minus x equal to 7 times 8. Distribute on the left, so you have 14 minus 7x. 7 times 8 is 56. Subtract 14 from both sides, and you get negative 7x equals 42, so x equals negative 6. Numbers 23 and 24 says write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line through the given point. So the first thing you need to do is find the slope. So use the slope formula. You get 4 minus 1 over 0 minus 5, which simplifies to 3/5 negative. Then you're going to plug it into the y equals mx plus b, which is the form that they want. I'm going to use this point for my x and y, so I'm going to plug a 1 in for y, which is found the m to be negative 3/5. The x is 5. So this is going to get me my new b. It helps to change the 5 into fraction, add a 1 in the denominator. These cancel, you have negative 3, so add 3 to both sides, and you get b equals 4. So the new equation is y equals negative 3/5 x plus 4. Same thing for number 24. You're going to start with the slope formula. So you're going to have negative 2 minus 1 over negative 2 minus negative 1. So those change, and we simplify to negative 3 over negative 1, which is just positive 3. I'm going to use the first point for my y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to plug in my numbers. I'm going to get 1 equals 3 times negative 1 plus b. Multiply this, you get negative 3. Add 3 to both sides, you get b equals 4. So when you plug it into the slope formula, or the slope-intercept form, you get y equals 3x plus 4. Numbers 25 and 26. Write the point-slope form. So point-slope form looks a little bit different, but not too bad. But you still need to get the slope first, because it asks for slope. So you're going to do 4 minus 0 over 4 minus 0, which is 4 over 4, which is 1. I'm going to use the first point for my y minus y, which is 0, equal to my slope, which is 1, times x minus x sub 1, which is also 0. When we simplify this, y minus 0 is just y. 1 times anything is itself, and x minus 0 is x, so it's just y equals x. For number 26, we're going to find the slope first, so we're going to say 3 minus negative 4 over 0 minus 3. This is plus, so 7 over negative 3. Then we're going to use the first point for the point-slope form. So it's going to be y minus y, so y minus negative 4, equal to the slope times x minus x. And then you just want to simplify. And the only thing you really need to simplify is that. You just want to say y plus 4 instead. Other than that, you're good. 27, you're going to do this, 27 and 28, you're going to do the same way you did 25 and 26. They just want you to end in standard form. So get the slope first. You're going to do -2 minus -1 over 1 minus 5. Change this to plus plus. So you have -1 over -4, which is simplified as 1/4. I'm going to use the first point for my point slope form. So I'm going to say y minus y. So y minus -1 equal to the slope of 1/4 times x minus 5. Simplify here by changing that to plus 1. Then I need to get rid of the fraction because in standard form you can't have any fractions. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. Over here I'm going to distribute, but over here that's going to cancel with the denominator and you're just left with x minus 5. Over here we distribute, we get 4y plus 4. Now we need our variables on the left and our numbers on the right. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides, and I'm also going to subtract 4 from both sides, which gives us -x plus 4y equals -9. You may not see that answer if it's a multiple choice test. You might actually see the opposite of all these, and they get that by multiplying by -1. So this becomes +x minus 4y equals +9. All right, number 28, last one. We wanted to get the slope first, so -3 minus 1 over 3 minus 0. So this is -4/3. I'm going to use the first point in my point slope form, which is y minus y. So y minus 1 equal to the slope of -4/3 times x minus x, so x minus 0. X minus 0 is just x. I need to get rid of the fraction, so I multiply everything by 3. That cancels the 3's over here, and I need to distribute over here. So 3 times y is 3y. 3 times -1 is -3. And over here, we're just left with -4x. We want the variables on the left and the numbers on the right, so I'm going to add 4x to both sides and add 3 to both sides. So this is 4x plus 3y equals 3. And that's in standard form.